Well, hello and welcome to Random Conflux. I'm Matt. We have Zach,
Hello.
Justin, and Lacrosse here, also known as John, Johnny, or Jonathan, depending on the moment. We are going to be talking about comics, Marvel, DC, and everything in between. Eventually, we're going to talk about the movies involved therein and the amalgamations between superheroes and our own thoughts about what some cool combinations would be. Starting us off is Zach, the channel owner.
Well, yes. I'm thinking, Batman and, well, not Batman and Iron Man because that's already been done.
Batman and Iron Man actually hasn't been done in the comics. Iron Man and Green Lantern's been done. Batman and Wolverine was done, known as Dark Claw in the Amalgam universe back after Marvel vs. DC. So Batman and Iron Man could be a thing.
Batman and Iron Man was already done by another YouTuber.
Oh, by a YouTuber. Oh,
Yes.
I see. Okay.
And he's a really good artist. Maybe somewhere down in the description, I might actually put that information in there.
Okay.
But he already came up with a really good version of that. I don't want to step on his toes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm thinking Batman and Black Panther.
Okay. Batman and Black Panther. I don't know as much about Batman as maybe one of you might, so who wants to go into Batman and talk a little bit about him first? Because, yeah, we can all assume that everybody knows who Batman is, but let's give a little bit of origin reasons.
Batman, his real name is Bruce Wayne. He lost his parents as a child. And then decided, oh, there's crap ton of violence in my city. I'm gonna help clean crap up. And to me, that fits really well with Black Panther.
He was the next in line to become the Black Panther. And the movie went ahead and changed a lot about what the comics did. It made, originally the Black Panther had nothing to do with vibranium suit. It was just vibranium claws, and they actually changed it for the movie and then changed it for the comics itself. So having a vibranium suit mixed with Batman's tech sounds actually really interesting.
Oh, I do have a question. Is Black Panther like a royalty of some sort?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it's one rich person against another rich person. I'm just saying, but the one has a kingdom and one is just rich. So.
But if you also think about it, Wakanda?
Wakanda.
No, the guy's name. T'Challa. Well, T'Challa also had I would say a rough upbringing. He lost his father by, I believe it was a family member, like a estranged family member.
I don't remember the actual origin in the comics and the movies that he lost his father via a terrorist action, okay? His father was caught in an explosion. I don't remember what it was in the comics. But they always made it out to be like, though he was a noble, he still was streetwise and street understanding. Like, he saw the plight of the people, you know?
And I think that was the same with Bruce Wayne. And I think that's one reason why I think they would really go together.
Well, the Christian Bale movies tried to do that with Bruce Wayne, but not all of the iterations did. So he was a spoiled brat.
There's a lot of iterations that made him out to be a spoiled brat. Others.
Gotham.
Exactly. There's other iterations that made him out to be the super secret ninja, almost akin to certain anime characters.
Batman Begins.
Exactly. I mean, all honesty, there's many different comic books that you go back to Batman's origins, talking about the various degrees of martial arts that he studied and his peak physical fitness. So, going off of all of that,
You know what I'm saying?
It feels like there's two rich boys versus two rich boys. That's how it seems to me. I mean, granted, I do like the fact that Black Panther does have the vibranium claws, and I do like the reiteration of the whole entire shoot being made of vibranium.
Well, here's the thing. You're saying versus, you're saying fusion. What are we talking about? Are we talking about fusing the characters together like Fusion Ha DBZ style? Or are we talking about fighting?
Oh,
An amalgamation of both characters coming into one.
Oh, so fusion.
Well, that would be exceedingly lethal because if you go off of one of the Batman comic books about him having to fight in the galactic tournament, they said that Batman's martial arts prowess was literally second to none in the entire universe.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, if you combine Batman's martial arts prowess with a vibranium suit and a whole entire kingdom, which means more money, which means he gets to reinvest everything into more different things, he would be beyond unstoppable. I think he could kill God at this point.
Like, take Black Panther's vibranium and just put that towards all of Batman's utensils.
All this equipment,
Yeah.
and everything, vibranium, batteries, vibranium, everything. And here's the other thing. You also gotta figure what version of Bruce Wayne are we talking about, or are we just talking about Bruce Wayne in general? Because there are versions of Bruce Wayne, not even Bruce Wayne, excuse me, of Batman, where it was a different Wayne. The Flashpoint Batman was Thomas Wayne.
And
His
there's
son was
Damian
killed.
Wayne.
Yeah, well, Damian Wayne, that was in the main company. But Thomas Wayne, he saw his son killed, and he was a very dark Batman. He used frack grenades. Okay, so if you can imagine a Thomas Wayne Batman fused with a T'Challa Black Panther, then you've got somebody who's willing to use vibranium spike grenades.
You would have someone that's willing to use lethal force.
Yeah.
There's different versions of Batman. You have to go back and do that. There was even a version of Batman that included him using a gun, and then they quickly.
And that was one of the first versions of Batman, exactly.
Yeah.
I just memorized of Adam West Batman. Black Panther.
Well, there's Adam West Batman. I think he would do it in a more classier way of doing it. Next,
The Bat Susie.
I think I would not actually wear a full mask, and as a matter of fact, with a cowl more akin to Dracula made of vibranium.
You're right.
And he would have
Vibranium cape. That's all that's gotta be said there.
and he would have the strap. I mean, let's just admit it.
And
Adam West as a collaborated with a Black Panther to make a super, what would we call this? I mean, can't call it the Dark Knight.
Black Bat.
Black Bat. I don't know. Wakanda's Knight.
That's what I like.
I mean,
I like Wakanda's Night.
it would be the Wakanda's Knight. He'd be like a straight swagger Count Dracula that would whoop your butt in 5 seconds and serve you tea at the same time.
And then teach you how to dance and have some shark repellent on it.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
With vibranium for just for measure.
Yeah.
I love it. Like that. I was the first one.
We've got this topic. This topic is a good topic. Let's move on. Let's move on to another combination. I'll come up with
Hold on a second.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
just wanted to say, like, I was the first one to start off. And crap, like, that just spiraled.
spiral out of control. That is the way we do things around here, isn't it?
Yes.
Here's a combination for you guys, okay? The Spirit of Vengeance, which is Ghost Rider. Okay? Now, we know that the Spirit of Vengeance originally was an angel fallen from heaven's grace by Mephisto. Okay? Alright? That's what the
I believe his name was Erithos.
I don't remember. But the blue fire, okay, was the good side of him. The red fire was the avenging side of him. Okay, and the Spirit of Vengeance, as the comics have showed us, can combine with just about anything. It's combined with the Venom symbiotes, combined with Red Hulk, both of them at the same time, actually, to make Smash of Vengeance. But take Spirit of Vengeance, and let's move over to DC. Combine it with any Kryptonian.
Oh my god.
Now, are we talking about at any point?
Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider, or what's the other guy's name?
It was the Spirit of Vengeance itself, not.
We're not talking about Johnny Blaze. We're not talking about the guy that was in the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're not talking about the guys. We're talking about the Spirit of Vengeance.
You're not talking about the host.
Yeah. What makes you a Ghost Rider, not the person,
Because I remember that there was a comic book that had the Spirit of Vengeance took over Punisher, and then Punisher inevitably got the Silver Surfer's powers, and how literally, who was it? Thanos, or I am pretty sure it was Darkseid.
He ended up working for Darkseid was DC.
Yeah, it was Thanos.
He ended up working for Thanos,
and he would have him use the penance stare on him before his morning breakfast, just for the kicks.
Because that's when Thanos had Hulk on the chains of Sidorak as a dog.
Yeah, that's a dog, and we would have him use the penance stare with all these extra amalgamated powers that were unbelievable, just to give him the sense of giggles.
That was called Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Cosmic Ghost Rider, yes, correct.
Yeah.
And are we talking about, could he have that, or are we just talking just flat, standard version
Spirit of Vengeance?
Okay.
Not everything Spirit of Vengeance has been a part of, just the standard Spirit of Vengeance package.
And
the penance there, the avenging host, the hellfire powers.
And now we move over to DC.
And put it with any Kryptonian.
And we give it to any Kryptonian.
So that could be Zod, that could be Kara, that could be Jonathan Kent. Okay, the son of Jonathan Kent, the son of Superman. Okay, all right. Could be Superman himself. Could be Superboy Prime, the bad guy.
I think it would be better with Zod. I'm just saying
Zod.
Yeah, I mean,
Zod or Injustice Superman.
Oh,
see that.
Jordan or Al? A known Kryptonian, well, less known Kryptonian, Jordan or Al, which was Kal-El's grandfather.
Okay.
It's also the name given to one of Superman's sons from the Superman and Lois TV show on CW.
I got a quick
with Jordan and Jonathan.
I got a quick question. The way a technicality and possibly default, someone correct me if I'm wrong. What about Doomsday?
What about him?
Technically, he's Kryptonian. If you think about it.
He's not.
He's a Kryptonian experiment.
Well, is he to be disincluded from this conversation?
No.
He has Kryptonian blood in him. Every version of him does.
So, couldn't we just infuse Doomsday with the Spirit of Vengeance because he's so murderous and vengeful and by nature?
But then
take a creature that every time it's killed comes back with a way to help prevent it from being killed that way again, and infuse it with a Spirit of Vengeance, which is an avenging host that seeks out to punish those that are wicked, and eventually the whole world will be purged. No, the universe, I'm sorry.
You're not wrong.
That was my point. Could you imagine? He would look so savage with flames just glowing forever.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yes.
And like fan art. Everyone remember this fan art.
Oh, by the way, just for all of you watching what's going on right now, because this is just us recording, right now, myself, Matt, Lacrosse here, and then my children, my 10-year-old son Soren, and my 6-year-old daughter Lexi, we are the four of us playing Injustice 2 right now. So if you notice a fight that's really good, chances are it's myself versus Lacrosse. If you notice a fight where people are just hitting the same buttons and spamming the same move over and over and over again, chances are it's my children. So that disclaimer over with.
You've been warned. Alright, John, yours.
Climb up with a combo. Think Marvel first.
Let's see, we'll do something interesting. Spider-Man and Green Lantern.
Ooh, Spider-Man. Okay, which Spider-Man?
We'll throw in Ben Riley.
Ben Riley.
I knew something different.
I like Ben Riley.
Here's two comics of Ben Riley.
So Scarlet Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scarlet Spider. Yeah. There you go. Scarlet Spider. Used with
Which Green Lantern?
which Green Lantern are we fusing him with?
I was thinking Random Ring, but if you want to fuse him with
No, not giving him a ring. Just fuse him with give him a person.
Okay. Someone a little more relatable as far as I'd say personalities go. Maybe him and Kyle Reese.
Kyle Rayner.
Kyle Rayner, I think that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay. Kyle Rayner.
Kyle Reese was Terminator. I'm sorry.
Okay, Kyle Rayner. He's a Green Lantern. That a lot of his hard light projections he does, they're through imagination because he's an artist. And I could definitely see that. He's also been a Hope Lantern, and he's been able to wield all the rings. So you could say, all right, let's combine him with Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man gets one of every ring and does the whole emotional spectrum. That's a lot of weapon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's exceedingly unfortunate.
And I know how Spider-Man would use it too. He would if Spider-Man was given a ring, not even talking about physics Kyle Reese, he would never use the shooter's gun. He'd use the ring as the website.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because Peter Parker did the same thing when he went to the symbiote.
But how hard would he be able to be? Because you have to realize that Spider-Man's spider sense is a subconscious thing. And actually, even if he magically couldn't react fast enough, because it's been tested that his spider senses are just a crap.
Actually, it also shows that he has the willpower enough to block his spider sense. He has done it in several comics, as well as in TV shows when he's around people, so they don't notice like there's something going on until he wants them to, because it's that quick.
And also, something else to take into account is that the ring amplifies all of your abilities, your natural latent abilities, like 4 or 5-fold, okay? So, we're taking somebody who, when Doc Ock mentally took over Peter Parker's body and he punched Scorpion, he killed Scorpion, knocking his jaw off, quite literally. You can look this up, folks, okay, and Google it, alright? And he was talking to the mental personification of Peter and saying, what just happened? And he goes, yeah, I pull my punches.
I think that was in the...
That was in the Superior Spider-Man
Yes.
comics I used to own. Okay? Because the Superior Spider-Man was when Doc Ock was in Superior's body. Okay?
Yeah, he didn't know how to control the
He didn't know how to
powers.
control. He didn't know he was pulling punches. This whole time, Doc Ock was like, "Oh, you could have killed me," and Peter was like, "Yeah, I could have, but I didn't." So take that. Take somebody who's literally Peter Parker as Spider-Man and Ben Reilly as Scarlet Spider have fought the Hulk and been able to outsmart the Hulk and outpunch the Hulk. Now it was Grey Hulk at the time that it happened, but that's still a Hulk. I don't care what you say. Okay.
Well,
So-
even Bruce Banner in one of the comics said that Peter Pan. Peter Parker. Wow, all the peepees.
Okay.
Peter Parker, and at any time could best the Hulk.
That's the Hulk back when it wasn't Smart Hulk. When it became Smart Hulk, that's a whole different story.
And we apologize if saying pee-pee too much, but you guys have to go pee-pee, so please.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
All right, Justin, what about you?
Well, I have an interesting one. It would be Nightcrawler and Owlman
Owlman.
and Justice Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know as much about Owlman, but that's...
I mean, it's just Batman.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay, can you extrapolate more on Owlord for us then? Owlman.
Well, he's basically almost Batman, but he literally lacks empathy. He literally is evil. He has no care. I mean, he tried to blow up Earth Prime, crying out loud.
Okay.
And that was his way to balance everything out, was to destroy Earth Prime so that way he could get rid of the problem. And when Batman confronted him when he was fighting, after he got done fighting Superwoman, he noticed that he was basically a different version of himself. Even Owlman had stated that. I mean, I don't know as much about him as I do about Batman, but you take Batman and just make him a bit more callous and colder. And then put Nightcrawler into the mix and wonder what you would get at this point.
Well, I was gonna say, there's, for people that don't know that much about Owlman, there's two versions of Owlman. There is the identical, like, Owlman that's 1-to-1 ratio with Batman. Just Batman, and where the Justice League is pure evil. And then there's a main continuity, what he said, Batman, that, or Owlman, that's actually Batman's brother,
Okay.
Thomas Wayne Jr., which works for the Court of Owls. He was kidnapped at a certain age before Bruce Wayne was born to allow, I believe, the Waynes to take portion of a certain part of Gotham. And it's a really effed up story. But Thomas Wayne grew up knowing this and considered his brother the more fortunate child and less deserving of the mantle of Batman.
Yeah.
So he became the killer, Owlman, to take out his own brother.
I'll have to look that up. And
Yeah, he tried to even get Beanie and his son.
Yeah.
No, that was Talon.
Yeah, no. Excuse me. Never mind.
Talon was after Owlman.
Yeah, exactly. Never mind. Forget what I said. Like I said, don't know as much about
And then Nightcrawler, okay, is a self-trained swashbuckler. Carnival, Carnival, I think it was Nightcrawler. It was a.
He was an acrobat.
Acrobat and typewriter. Okay. All right. So he's incredibly agile. Okay.
Something may be different though. It's hard to tell what side he takes because of how religious Nightcrawler is too. You gotta take that into account.
Also, for those of you that don't know about Nightcrawler, whenever he bamfs or teleports, okay, it was actually revealed in the comic that the comics back in the 90s that he is actually teleporting into and through one of the 13 hells in the Marvel Universe.
Exactly. They slowed it down in one of the
X-Men Evolution.
They slowed it down, showing him traveling through there. That place is. Well, you guys need to go check it out. That's all I gotta say.
If you have Disney Plus, it's on there.
Yeah.
I got something to add with his Nightcrawler and Dick Grayson.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Nightwing.
The reason why I asked about Nightcrawler and Batman is you can get the
The Holy Owl.
Like something like the Holy Owl, yeah, something like that. Because you would take Nightcrawler is straight up religious. We all know this, okay? I mean, that guy is. You didn't really want to be hurt by someone. You want him to beat you up, okay? He's not going to really hurt you too bad.
If you come across that though, you probably get like the extremist side. Of religion, because you get like someone who's that extreme.
A zealot,
yeah.
Here's the thing with Owlman. The Owlman that you were talking about in the evil Justice League universe, there is no religion for him. He gave up on humanity. To him, humanity is gone. If you're a criminal, you are dead.
So combining that with somebody who is very religious, I think that would take it to the point, instead of becoming less religious,
I think it would be like a middle ground.
I think he'd become more, because instead of more self-centered, okay? Instead of him being about believing in something else, he might become his own religion. He would believe in himself and his cause and try to promote that. Okay? The religions of man are gone. The only religion that's left is the religion of the One, the Holy One.
I think he would promote and make it seem vindicated his actions to buy
Well, if you think about it, yeah, that's Owlman.
Yeah.
But it would be more to the point where he would try and do it under the guise of peacefulness instead of cruelty. That's what I think would be more dangerous about it.
Are you pranking me, Harvey?
I'm just saying, that's my theory. I mean, either way, it's still messed up.
Something that I was thinking of, okay, that the comics actually, they ended up doing, okay? Back in Marvel vs. DC, if anybody hasn't read that comic, please go look up the graphic novel. It's like $25 on Amazon, I believe. Okay? In that, they had Thor versus Shazam. Okay? Now, in the Amalgam universe, it was Wonder Woman and Storm who fused. Okay? Alright? And she was able to wield Thor's hammer. Okay? But I wanted to see Thor and Shazam fuse. They're very similar in a lot of ways. Okay?
They both get the power from lightning.
Well, yeah, Shazam with all the 7 powers that he has. They give him his strength, his speed, his intelligence, his durability. And then Thor with his abilities that now I know the newer comics have said he has the abilities and the hammer is the focal point, but back then it was the hammer that gave him the abilities.
Yeah. And he wasn't worthy of having this. No, he had the abilities, and then when Odin decided that he was no longer worthy of being a god, he stripped Thor of his abilities and put his abilities into the hammer.
That is the modern interpretation. We used to collect Thor comics back in the 90s. That was not the way it was back then. It was back then. Hammer. He did not have the power. Without the hammer, he was human equivalent.
Yep.
That was it.
He got butt big.
Okay? He did. Plenty. Okay? He was literally human equivalent. And then they made it that way for the Marvel movie that came out.
Yeah.
And then the comics said, oh, we like that. We're going to do that too. And they just, that's the new standard now is Thor has the power, the hammer helps focus it.
Because if you think about it, Black Adam had, well, Shazam has all the Roman Greek gods for his powers. I believe Black Adam has either the Egyptian gods or
Babylonian conduct gods.
Babylonian conduct.
Yeah. Kondak is the town he came, or the city he came from, and it was Babylonian beings, not technically gods, but beings that was based off of. If you watch the new Black Adam movie on HBO Max, very great. By the way, none of these places we're referencing, we're not endorsed by them whatsoever.
We're not getting any money from this.
Yeah, not making any money from this, but on HBO Max, Black Adam was actually a really good movie. I don't care what anybody says. I really enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. They actually mentioned the different beings that he was empowered by.
Yeah.
And they were all from Babylonian mythology.
And they were the equivalent to the same as
The Greek Roman, yes. They were the equivalents.
I thought it was Greek and Norse. I was wrong.
So another combination somebody come up with.
Oh dear goodness.
Okay, just for kicks and giggles, Mixie Spindlick versus the Beyonder. Or fusing with the Beyonder, I mean fusing.
Fused with the Beyonder. Mixie's Pitalik, the 5th dimension being. By the way, that is the DC certified proper way to pronounce his name. Mixie's Pitalik. If anybody says Mixoplex, they're wrong. And yes, I know a couple animated shows have said Mixoplex, but the certified way from the guy who created the character is Mixie's Pitalik, which they also used in Smallville as the proper pronunciation.
Yeah, so get it right. Practice. Practice all
With
day.
the Beyonder. I don't know enough about the Beyonder. Tell me more about the Beyonder.
I don't know as much about him, but I know that Spider-Man had very similar powers.
So he was he could manipulate reality.
He's literally the Marvel equivalent.
Okay.
He's
so
more.
then that's just stacking more of the same on the same.
He's more lawful than Mixie Spindlick was.
Well, no, because they did that to fuse the DC and the Marvel comics into one. So that was already done.
Okay.
So here's my question. In Marvel, name somebody who's a joker or trickster or likes to mess around, being playful, silly. Name somebody like that. From Marvel.
Oh my goodness gracious, Deadpool.
Okay. Deadpool plus Mixie's Pitalik.
Oh my god!
Chaos! Especially since he knows that we exist.
All considering he breaks the 4th dimension on a regular basis.
He breaks the 4th wall with 5th dimensional powers.
And he has
Oh god, the universe is gone.
6 dimensions. Here we go.
He'd be jumping out of the comic book
No.
like high.
No. That would be... Oh. 5th dimension? fourth wall break? That's
Six-dimensional power.
no. That's 20-dimensional powers.
So basically, the shit is different.
Thank you very much for listening to our nonsense. We will continue more later on this subject. This is not the last you've heard about comics from all of us, and have a great day.
All right.